astroscope for December. Very Merry Christmas to you all and a Happy New Year. Hello to any newcomers out there, and hi to all my good friends and old followers, or should I say continual followers and supporters. Thank you for all your feedback and comments. And if you'd like a private reading at the end of this, then please go to the description box and go use the link to the website, or you can always email me or message me on here. So what have we got for you this December? I feel faith is important. You need to keep your faith, but I feel that you're going to come to a point of solution this December where you really decide where you want to go next year, and it's almost like no more messing around, no more questioning. Everything's going to be quite intense for you, I feel, this month, because Mercury's going retrograde, which is your ruling planet, plus the supermoon is in Gemini. So there's going to be a lot of, I just feel voices in your head, you know, and questions going on. It's like all of a sudden everything gets to an almost almighty muddle before it completely clears. And it's like, I've had enough, I don't want to hear it anymore. You know, you're almost like arguing with yourself. So it's like, I need to just rest. I need to just chill, stop questioning. You know, it's like, if I do this, then I'm going to let this person down. If I do that, oh my goodness, I did this before, it didn't go well, you know. And I feel that you've been tested for so long about trusting yourself and doing what is right for you on a soul level. Now, it doesn't matter what you do or what position you're in, you know, as a Gemini, you know, if you're in finance, you're in theatre, or you're a creative person in some respect, or a psychic, if it's your soul calling, you will keep wanting to do it. You're going to keep being drawn to it. And that is your answer. Now, it doesn't have to be anything specific even. You know, you don't have to just focus on one area. So say, for instance, you know that your soul calling is to be creative, then, you know, just be creative. I feel that it's not about trying to decide where you need to be at this point, but I think you will get to a point this Christmas where you'll suddenly know the direction quite clearly. So all those voices will go, oh, too much, and suddenly your mind will just go, I'm taking over. Okay, so this is good. It's about less effort, because all those voices are effort. You're putting energy into it, trying to work it out. I feel like for some of you, you're on this like time release, you know, if you don't sort it out now, you know, it's going to be too late sort of thing. And you seem to have some sort of deadline. Now, for some of you, I'm getting April. Maybe it's that you've looked at your finances and thought, I've got to decide this by April, or at this point I could make a big change if I want to, so I need to either make this happen and then I can rest assured later. Maybe it's because, you know, your children are leaving school or something, or they're all moving out, and then you've got time. If you wanted to move somewhere, you could decide. I just sense that there seems to be a deadline of some kind, or some sort of boundary somewhere. So you may have to think a little bit deeper with that one. Remember, this is a universal reading, so it may not actually relate to every single person who's a Gemini. You know, you may want to go and listen to your moon sign or your rising sign as well, and you may get a little bit more in depth. But if you do need more information, and this is something that's resonating with you, but it's not quite clicking in, then do come to me for a private reading. I can look at you on a personal, more in-depth level. Now, this is about balance this month, and allowing yourself to relax and not being too stressed and not forcing things, because I feel this is an old pattern of yours. It's almost like the feeling of needing to do things, you don't want to let people down. Again, that's these voices that are coming back in. This is an old pattern you need to settle, and I think this is the decision more than anything that you're going to come to. Let go of the pressure you put on yourself. There are options work-wise, but again, you don't have to make a massive, you know, it doesn't have to be just that, you know. You could have a go at a few things and just then eliminate things, you know. But if you're trying to do everything at once, it's not really going to happen. But focus on the most important priority of that, or if there is a specific aim, you know, focus on that aim rather than getting a muddle as you're doing it and trying to do 20 things at once. You know, focus on one thing at once and allow the inspiration to take you where you need to go. You're going to feel more independent. Fate is going to put something in your hands where you have to take control as well. I feel you're almost like being faced with some guilt, or, you know, or demons that are guilt, you know, and being put in front of you, and you're like put in a situation where you're going, how do I deal with this? And I've got two people facing off in front of you, so you're not actually to do with this, but they're actually having it out, or they're coming face to face. And I don't know if there's actually an argument. It's just that you're seeing it happen. You're like, oh, how can I keep the calm here before it kicks off, sort of thing. But you have the control, because I feel it's in your environment. But you've made the decision, obviously, to have both of these people there, or when someone's just appeared and they didn't realise that person was going to be that sort of thing. But it's almost like these two people don't want to go. You know, they may not actually want to be in the same environment, but they don't want to leave either. But it's an odd situation, but what Spirit is saying is you do have control, and if this is stressing you out, then eliminate the stress, basically. You know, I don't mean sort of like do away with them, but, you know, cut it, you know, nip it in the bud, and sort of say, right, you know, this is my home, this is what is going on, and if you don't like it, then you can go, sort of thing. It's that situation I'm getting. Something from your past is going to give you strength, okay? Something unexpected as well. Again, remain calm. I think calm, stress less. And just keep your faith that, you know, everything will come in the right time, you know, and, you know, whatever anyone else says or is sort of throwing at you, or, you know, questioning your decisions, you know, just go with it a little bit. There is going to be, like I say, news cycle. I think 2 doors are going to open and 2 doors are going to close this month. Write things down, any ideas that you've got. You don't need to actually fixate on these things just yet. I feel this Mercury retrograde for you is about your communication you have with yourself, because I think you have bigger arguments with yourself than you do with anyone else. You know, you beat yourself up more than you need. You question things more than you need. You'll doubt yourself more than you need. Like I say, there's 2 of you in this relationship. There's twins. So you're constantly, it's almost like you refer to the other one to back you up and to confirm things, or, you know, these 2 sides of your mind. And this is what needs to settle. It's like coming to a point when all that starts kicking off in your head that you can just go, oh, okay, well, this is what's going to happen. And you just sort of nip it in the bud quickly. So again, this is like these 2 people facing off. Maybe it's not actual people in your house, it's in your head. Emotionally, I think fate is going to step in for you and help you resolve things. So go with it a little bit. It's like they're saying, you've got the key to deal with this. We're putting this in front of you, this challenge, if it is a challenge. But we're giving you the answer now to resolve something for good. It's not about having this, doesn't have to continue through the new year. This has got to be dealt with, I feel, by the 10th of January. That's what I'm being given. Now, I feel restrictions are disappearing. Some things are just going to happen all of a sudden. And that sense that you're the puppet and everyone else is the puppeteer. Now, relationships, I feel there is victory around this. So again, if you need to make peace with people, we need to sort things out. There could be a little bit of stress going on, like I've already described. But I do see new beginnings, lucky ones, and a sense of freedom, really. It is just about being, you know, keeping things in check, allowing yourself to rest, let go of your guilt, make your needs a top priority this season, and free yourself from things you just don't need, that just aren't beneficial to you. Something in writing is going to bring some money luck as well. And I feel it's something you write to start with, or you put out there and then it comes back to you. So it could be a competition that you enter. So I would just get entering competitions. I always get the sense you've already done this though, that when you've heard this, you will have already done it. So don't take this as a prompt to suddenly enter loads of competitions, but if you feel the need, then do, or something just happens to fall in front of you, or you're sitting, you know, doing a magazine with lots of competitions, then, you know, send it off, put it in the post. I feel this has been somehow delayed, and because it's Mercury, I feel it's been done before and it's coming back. You know, it's like something you entered and you completely forgot about. But you're going to find, you're going to get the opportunity to be more honest. And this is the thing, this is why Christmas is important, because I feel Christmas is often not the easiest time for you to make, you know, where you can be pulled left, right and centre. And you have to make these decisions. But this time you've got a chance to be really honest and true for yourself, and to really put your needs first. And you can do it in a calm way. And because you've got Gemini, you know, in the full moon, and, you know, you're going to, I feel communication is going to be a lot better because you're being shown how to communicate with yourself. So have a great December, Gemini. If you'd like to get in touch with me, do connect with me on my website or Facebook or Twitter, and I will speak to you very soon. Bye for now.